Hello, my darling, and welcome to day 6 of 100 Days of Self-Love, the challenge, obviously. So today, if you want to, there's a worksheet that accompanies this video. I've put the link below. If you want to sign up using that link, you can get access to the worksheet. So 100 Days of Self-Love is all about, as you know, us learning to love ourselves and give ourselves what we need when we're having days that aren't that great, when we're having moods or emotions that we don't want to breathe into, that we don't want more of. All emotions are okay, right? All emotions are okay. We have to accept them for what they are and not try and trap them or squish them or push them away. But some emotions we want more of and some emotions we want less of. And there are some days that, quite frankly, are horrific. They're just overwhelming. They make you feel like, I can't be bothered anymore. I don't want to keep doing this. This is just too much for me. This is exhausting, whatever it is. But there's some days where you just think, help, like I need someone to come along and make it better. Well, here's the good news and the bad news is you are the one that's coming along to make this better. No one's coming to rescue you. Okay. But the good news is you are your own knight in shining armor. So when you figure out how to change your internal state, like how to fix the emotions and the thoughts that are going on, the great bit about that is that you don't have to wait for anybody else. You can just carry on fixing them. Like you don't have to wait for someone to provide you with the things that are gonna make you feel better. Because if you give someone that power, you give someone the power to do the opposite, to not do that for you, to make you feel bad about things. So when we look at fixing our own emotions, it's fabulous because we can keep doing it again and again. And then we have like an emotion alterating machine on tap, if you like. So on the days when things just seem too much, on the days when things are just like I'm done, I want you to think about creating something I call an SMS box. Now, this isn't a messaging service. This is a Soothe My Soul box. And it's a box or a bag or a container of some kind that you can keep somewhere special. So it's not something that the kids have access to, your partner has access to, your roommates, whoever you live with. This is a special vessel that you keep away from everybody else. And it's you put inside, that's why I've done the worksheet, by the way, because there's some ideas to brainstorm of what you would put in it. But it's the things that I want you to kind of think about creating some kind of ritual, some kind of, step-by-step process that when you are having one of those days, you go inside this box and you perform this ritual, okay? And it always soothes you. So, for example, you could have in there a beautiful facial oil and a face mask. So you take off your makeup, you put the oil on or whatever, the mask on. And then you could have like a gorgeous candle that's like, one of those special candles, not like the from Home Bargains kind of $2.99 ones, like they're really nice ones. So you might go and light a candle and then you might have a really beautiful bath bomb. Or some bath salts or something gorgeous that you'd put inside the bath. And while you're there, as I said, you could light a candle or you could light your candle for your room before you go in. And then it's just thinking about, this bathing ritual, this soothing ritual, this, when kids are little and they're fractious, we bathe them. Water has massive restorative properties, but also very calming properties. And then it's well, when I get out, so I don't use my box very often anymore, obviously, but I still have one. I still absolutely have one for those days when it just, and I always keep a new pair of pajamas because I think there's something special about a new pair of pajamas, and some like cashmere bed socks, some Lush body cream, like a really gorgeous kind of luxurious one. I have in there letters from my grandfather that he wrote to me, which are very precious to me, and they always make me feel loved and cherished and valued, and connected. I have in there one of my favorite books that I just reread chapters of if I'm not feeling okay. One of my favorite books is called Unequal Music, and I always have a copy of that in there. I used to have a little bottle of Bailey's in there, but I don't drink anymore. But I still have hot chocolate, but it's like my hotel chocolate hot chocolate, you know, the one that I hide from the kids, because they just go, yeah, a bit of hot chocolate. So I have hot chocolate stuff in there, little marshmallows, or sometimes I have one of those little toppers that you can put on top of your hot chocolate. What else would I have in there? So you could have a bottle of wine in there, your favorite wine, or a little bottle of gin or something. I always have chocolate in there, always, and it's like the good chocolates, you know, like the Lindt truffles, or these chocolates that my mum used to get me from Vienna when I was little, called Mozart's balls, basically Mozart's balls, and they're like really like yeah, as the name suggests, they're just chocolates with Mozart's face on them, but it just reminds me of childhood. And that's one of the things, is thinking about, you know, when you were little, what would soothe you as a child. So if you were sick, would your mum put you on the sofa with a blankie and some hot Ribena or a hot chocolate, and you'd have like fluffy pajamas? Because the things that your brain associated with being soothed when you were little will still generally work for you now. So it's thinking about what would be that thing if I was like really poorly and I had chicken pox or something and I had a day off school, or a few days off school. What would I be doing to make myself feel better? And those are the kind of things that you put into your box. But the great thing is you can keep this box, as I said, hidden away from everybody. Mine's like a little Hessian box with a lid and a little like tie on it. Looks very innocuous, but it's very cute. And you just reach for it whenever you're having one of those days. You reach for it on days when you're just not really feeling okay. And it's always there. And you can tap into it whenever you need it. And as I said, the one of the secrets to happiness is being able to provide for yourself the things that you can do to change your internal state when you're not having a good day. That doesn't mean in any way, shape, or form that you don't know other people in your life and you block other people out and you're not vulnerable with them, you don't share your emotions, but it's just, you are the best person to soothe you. So just think about what your ritual would be. You know, I mean, we don't really use DVDs anymore, but there might be a DVD of your favorite movie. Like I love, I was going to say I love Breakfast and Tiffany's, but to be honest, I know this can sound a bit weird, but when I want to watch something nostalgic, I tend to watch things like The Godfather. I think there might be something wrong with me, but hey ho. But it's just thinking about what's your specific, and everybody's box would be different. I keep pictures of my kids doing silly things when they were little, because they're old now. I mean, my kids are 16, 18, and 23. So they're not like, they're like, oh God, I'm so over that. You know, they're not going to do little cutesy things anymore. I mean, they're amazing kids, don't get me wrong, but do you know what I mean? So I keep pictures of them like with food all over their faces and cuddling up with a dog and stuff like that, just like really, really cutie pictures. So cutie pictures, something nice to drink. I have a whole skincare bathing ritual, nice PJs, you know, really lovely cashmere bed socks. And it's just this ritual that I go through. And I'm telling myself as I'm doing it, you know, you are loved, you are safe. It's okay. You've got this. You could put a pack of affirmation cards in. Trying to think where my affirmation cards are. Oh, it's not good because I do heart hug affirmation cards. I'll put the link below as well. You know, and they're amazing when you just want to change your internal state. That's really weird that I haven't got them here. Somebody must have walked off with them. But I'll put the link so you can have a look. So it's just thinking about, what do I need to do? Do I need to journal my feelings? Do I need to practice some gratitude? Do I need to use affirmations? And you create this beautiful box. And it's just about you. There's no right and wrong. I'd love to hear what you put in your box. If you want to put it on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram, whatever, and tag me, Kate Grosvenor, Life Coach. And I'd love to see them. As I said, if you want to sign up for the worksheets that go along, go to www.100daysofselflove.com. I'll put the link to the affirmations below. If you want to know anything more about my coaching, my Feed You Fairy program, my transformation program, I'll put the link to those things as well below. I hope that makes sense. As I said, if you want to create a box and tag me in social media, I'd love to see them. And I will see you tomorrow for day 7. All right, my darling. Bye.